I feel powerless seeing the water protectors being maced. I feel powerless seeing these rubber bullets being used. I then come across an article and it says that an unidentified elder is in critical condition as a result of going into cardiac arrest at the scene. I went into cardiac arrest because of the heavily militarized law enforcement. I say powerless. I watch these videos, as many of you have. You see the intimidation tactics of guns, armored riot police. We're not even at the front lines, but you can see it and you can feel the oppression. Powerless. I stood before the riot police in this dress on October 15th. It was a Saturday. I was at the front line standing in solidarity with water warriors, both indigenous and non. On that day, we walked a total of 3 miles, pushing the riot police back until we were stopped. We all stood there as peaceful water warriors. No thought of race, no thought of religion, no speaking of warriors, no speaking of these are my lands. We stood there in unity as we held hands, as we sang songs, and we said prayers to our Creator. All of us that day made it back to camp. Then Saturday, October 22nd, exactly a week later, the riot police faced our people and allies, beat some of them with their batons, and surrounded them. As I watched my newsfeed with photos and videos and testimonials and even phone calls from my own friends from the front lines, my heart goes out to each one of them. And my heart goes out to the ones who view these videos, because it is very heartbreaking and so many thoughts go through our minds. The horror our people are going through to protect the water, clean water, how is that criminal? I think about our water protectors we're up against last night, with just holding up tarps and just protecting themselves, trying to protect themselves with what they have against 20-degree weather. I think about what does hypothermia mean when our people start to dry, are wet in these 20-degree weathers. Powerless. I turn to John Trudell's words, and his words make me cry even harder. As I listen, he uses 2 words to describe the brutality from the riot police. He calls it imitation of power. This is power, John Trudell says. This is not power. They have made us believe that they are power with their scare tactics, using brutal acts of violence. This is not power. This is intimidation of power, is leading us to believe that our values mean nothing. And this human race, as we sit here, we all sit here heavy at heart, with no race, no religion, and no color. We all feel heartache because our hearts do beat as one. They are making us believe that protecting the water is not sacred, that our lands, while they're being dug up, is not sacred, that planting a watermelon or corn or having that beauty is not sacred. They are making us believe that they can change our hearts from love to hate. They are making us believe that they are power. This nation started with love. Democracy, where is that today? Where is the definition of democracy? We as First Nations people are standing in between them and Mother Earth, along with the allies, as long as like yourselves. We call you brother, we call you sister, and you stand with us to stand in between corporation and Mother Earth, because we all love our mother. They are violating human rights, civil rights, Mother Earth's rights. They are insane, and they will continue to use violence, and the level of brutality will get even worse. For 500 years, First Nations people have endured the most violent acts against us from this so-called government. For 500 years, we are told this is progress and to face the reality. Well, through generations, the reality has come back full swing. Through reality, my people have faced violence and oppression. This is not progress. This is acts of war. When politicians are being swayed to look away from the reality, that is act of war. When the water protectors are being brutally attacked along with the allies, this is acts of war. Is it not? All in the name of progress, they say. All in the name of progress. This nation is at war. This is not what reality is supposed to look like. We have lived this reality for 500 years, and now we're asking you to please open your eyes to what reality does look like. This is what reality looked like for us for 500 years. The government is not our ally, it is our enemy. Can anybody see that? Limbs are being lost today. Hearts are being broken at the front line. This is not progress. They have waged war on the American people, and they do not care who it is. They have waged war on countries that are defenseless. This government preys on the weak. This government has made us believe that we are enemies, and they turned us against one another. This was never supposed to happen. We are supposed to stay united and love one another the way our Mother Earth loves us. The way the land gives us life. That's how we are supposed to be living. What the government has been doing is putting labels on people to keep us from to keep us in the oppressive state of mind. They have polluted our minds. They have polluted our bodies. They have polluted our hearts. Now they are trying to pollute our lands and our water and our animals. They polluted us so we can think that they are power. They have learned to control the people by having us look down the barrel of the gun and telling us this state of mind, this state of humanity, this state of non-confusion, that we are wrong. We are the violent ones. We are the liars and we are the rioters. No, we are not. Mother Earth is power. How, you ask? Mother Earth, as you have seen when you're out there, when you sit on a piece of land, you can feel the power. When you go out and look at the mountains and the majestic mountains, you feel power. On August 20th, I traveled to Standing Rock to show my support for our brothers and sisters who were protecting their sacred waters. Being at Cannonball, it had such a profound effect on me spiritually. As I had said before, my mother was murdered last year, and I had lost all sense of spirituality. I pitched my tent among the water protectors and watched the children ride horses and saw how these animals are our companions. They give us love. They show us love. Unconditional love. I saw all the different kinds of fruits and vegetables and vegetation that lie on this land, any land that you lay eyes upon. You see the beauty of it. And I realize how Mother Earth gives us these foods as medicine to heal our bodies. I realize how Mother Earth is always making constant sacrifices for us, always willingly and purposely. When I lost my mother, Mother Earth stepped in to console me as I hugged the tree in New Mexico. As I cried, she wiped away my tears with her waters. She brought me to Cannonball to see the love again, the compassion that people have among each other. There is love there. Love is all around, whether it's the animals, it's the trees, it's the water. We have a connection that is so profound that it scares anybody else. I pray to the Creator for strength, and here I stand before you to show you strength. I ask for guidance. My ancestors showed me the way to speak again after my mom. I showed you, I asked to show me love again. Mother Earth gave me love all along. Now that is power. Mother Earth has shown its strength time and time again. The government calls it natural disasters. Those are not natural disasters. That is Mother Earth showing power. Hurricane is power. A snowstorm is power. A rainstorm is power. That's power, something that the government that cannot contain. That is power. We are power. And another thing that Mother Earth has that is even more powerful than all these so-called natural disasters is time. We think as people we're killing Mother Earth. No, we're not. We are killing ourselves. Mother Earth has shown us that she can heal herself. Even if it takes billion years, she can heal herself. She can. As for us, we don't have that kind of time. What time we have on this earth is only for a moment, and we are gone. In that moment, how do we as people, how do we want to show that strength and that love? How do we show power? How do we do that? And in Native American sense, when I started to think as I sat in the sweat lodge, I started to think, this is power. This is something the government has tried to take away from us, to freedom of religion. Now I get to sit there inside the sweat lodge. That is power. Utmost power. For 500 years, my people have resisted, and today we still are, as you have seen in the videos. We are spiritual beings. We connect with the natural, back with the natural being, which is Mother Earth. We pray. We sing our songs. We connect back with the natural world, and we want everybody else to join us to reconnect back to that natural sense of world. We want you to learn to reconnect with the plants and the water, and to learn compassion if you have animals. We want you to learn that you are power. As we have learned through our culture and tradition and language, we want to give you that and to say to you, you are power. This way, our way has always been our ways. When we are lost, we go back to the beginning and reach out to the Creator and ask for guidance, strength, and protection. We sing the songs to remember our ancestors for what they have endured for my existence today. We light sage as our way of having Mother Earth bless us, just as our mothers have done for us when we are sick. When our mothers, they step in to make sure that we're okay, giving us that compassion and love, and that's exactly what Mother Earth is doing. Our mother is strong and gives us life, and we see it time and time again as the seasons change. It gives us life. We plant stuff and it gives us, it nourishes our body. Even that they're trying to contain. They're trying to take the freedom of that, even that away from us, taking water from us to make it as profit. All that is supposed to be free to us, not a profitable, it's not supposed to be profitable. Our mother is strong, who gives life, who has given us the 5 finger, we call humans in our First Nation, 5-fingered beings. Mother Earth gives us what we need, and all we have done is want more from her. We cannot continue to walk mindlessly through this world. We cannot do it. And I'm sorry, I wrote all this morning and all day, and it just breaks my heart